hear the stories unfold. Division One dreams, let the future be told. Sean on the mic, he's the voice, the guide. Licking Brad, riding always right by his side. From practice to prime time, we telling it true. It's more than the game, it's the person in view.
Welcome to Switch Player Profile. I'm Sean Schultz, joined by Blake Spadaro and Brad Lake, and we are joined by Sophie Hart from the University of Minnesota. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good. It's good weather, sort of, thankfully.
I know. It's cold out today and we're supposed to get rain later. I just saw on the radar. So,
You guys are like, what, 5 hours from Chicago or something? 6?
yeah, I know. At this point of the year, sometimes when it gets that cold, I'd rather it just be snow because then you're cold and wet versus, get soaked in the snow or the
It's
rain.
weird when you get the snow because it's like you're cold, but a cold warm. Like you don't feel as freezing.
No, not as much. When it gets really cold, the snow just becomes super thin too. So, like when it stays kind of the 30s to upper 20s, that's when we'll kind of get dumped on, or like you'll see the kind of that heavy wet snow. But
Hate
usually
it.
for most of our winter, it's pretty.
In Chicago, they have a lot where the snow melts and then freezes on the like become ice, so it's annoying.
Oh, yeah, I know. And our roads up here are not.
Blake's from Louisiana. He doesn't understand snow.
Nope.
I know. Our two British sisters are like, we're so excited for the snow. I said, you won't be saying that in 3 months. Don't wish it to come yet. Like, let's hold
No,
off.
you won't. No, you won't. It's cool when you're a kid because you love it, and then it's like, go away.
It's fun. And then Christmas comes and goes, and then you get to like mid-January, you're like, all right.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
First thing I want to ask you, you came from NC State to the University of Minnesota. Obviously, Minnesota's home for you. What's it like to kind of play home in front of a home crowd and just kind of have that homecoming?
I mean, it's so cool and fun. My parents come to almost every single one of my games. Family, friends. I mean, sometimes you're like, oh my goodness, I haven't seen you guys in a couple of years, but here they are, which is awesome. Playing with the girls from Minnesota is great. I mean, Maggie Susano, she was on our team last year. I played basketball with her since fifth grade. We are on the same AAU team. And just growing up and competing against one each other, like I just feel like it builds such a strong bond. But being home's awesome. Last week I got to go back to my elementary school, read to one of the third grade classes. So just kind of those little small things that you wouldn't always get being out of state is just so special.
Absolutely. How about for Coach Dunn? Like, what has she kind of taught you? How important and instrumental was she in bringing you back?
Yeah, so I actually committed under Waylon, which
Okay.
is kind of funny because they tried to recruit me to go to West Virginia. Um, but they showed up and I was like, hey, look, it all worked out. We're in the same place. So, and at that time, I don't think it's hard to remember, but I think at that time I couldn't have transferred out because that they just got rid of like that rule with the coaching.
Yeah,
Not so it worked out really well. I mean, I love playing for her. It's been so great. She really kind of tries to tailor and find what kind of makes you go, and I think that's really unique because she'll change it for each player. So it's been really fun to build our relationship out, and I've just really enjoyed playing under her.
how about with your teammates? Like for you, how important is team chemistry in building the success you guys are seeing and have a tradition of?
Yeah, I mean, it's so much fun. I know everybody says that, oh, it's a family here and whatnot, but I mean, it really is. Some days I wonder if Coach P wishes it was a little bit less of a family because we could probably get a little annoying at sometimes, but that chemistry it's so great. I mean, you get into tough situations, there's nobody else I'd rather go into battle with. So being able to play with one each other, I mean, we're now in our third, fourth year of playing with each other, it's just so much fun because you kind of know what everybody's gonna do, you know where they're gonna cut to, there's just a lot of trust that goes into that too.
You've mentioned that Sylvia Fowles is one of your inspirations. Can you speak of what you saw in her growing up, watching her play, and how you fell in love with the game of basketball.
Yeah, I mean, I have her jersey, signed jersey hanging up in my living room right now. So obviously my favorite player. She was just so good. I remember watching her, specifically how she sealed in the lane too. I always just found that so I want to say cool and amazing, but like she just kind of be there and then all of a sudden, boom, she's got the woman pinned. Obviously she can finish super well, athletic, great defender. So I mean, you could go down the list, just trying to emulate the game. I had a dad who was very instrumental in my post skills growing up, so kind of getting to watch her and then having him on the backside teaching me the hook shot, teaching me, the baseline drop step, really kind of built the force that you see today.
Back in January, you kind of had an emotional moment where you were surprised that you were given a fifth year of eligibility. Can you speak of those emotions and how it feels that you have that one last year there?
Yeah, I mean, we have been working on the waiver for a little bit. Um, I had somebody describe to me as kind of depends on what side of the bed the NCAA wakes up on that morning. So you really didn't know kind of how it went. We thought we had a good paperwork, a strong case for it, but I mean, just to play another year with my teammates, a lot of them are seniors now, so I get to kind of graduate with them. But then also on the back end, seems to be less talked about right now in college sports, but academics. I was able to graduate in 3 years with my undergraduate degree in business marketing, and now I'm doing my master's through Carlson, which is a 2-year program. So I'll graduate on full scholarship, debt free from college with my master's, which on that side of things is just amazing. I feel so grateful for it.
Hey, how did growing up in Minnesota influence the toughness and discipline you bring to the game today?
Yeah, I mean, growing up, we had insane talent, I feel like. And I don't know, I kind of felt like kind of my age group is maybe some of the people who put us on the map. I mean, obviously, we had Paige Beckers, who's phenomenal, but Alyssa Utsby had a great career over at UNC. I mean, we could go down the list of everybody you got to play against. It was kind of funny. We would go to all of our different shoe circuits, and we'd be looking to see how everybody else did, and we're all blowing out teams by 20 to 40 points. Like, we should have just stayed home and played each other. So the skill level in Minnesota is just phenomenal. And I mean, weekend out, you're playing against great talent, which I mean, iron sharpens iron, so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, which area of your game do you think has made the biggest leap in the last couple of years?
I would say probably my efficiency. Um, I mean, I've always had the post moves, but finishing around the rim and then just kind of figuring out timing with my teammates. We talked a little about chemistry, but figuring out when to pin, figuring out when to go set the screen, figuring out kind of where to be on the court, I feel like has really just helped our offense a lot. And then obviously increased my offensive efficiency.
Do you have any interesting pregame rituals? I know that could vary player to player.
So I don't know if I have any rituals, but the one that they always love to bring up is so for a while we have like one big couch in our locker room. I'm very long, so I don't like the recliners, but others would sleep on the couch, and so I was like, well, screw it. I just bought an air mattress. So for a while I blow that up before games. I haven't used it in a little bit, but hang tight. Sorry, that was our
You're
assistant.
good. We have editing. It's all good.
Yeah. I haven't used it in a little bit, but I mean, I don't think I've used it in 2, 3 years, but they still love to bring it up. So I
All
would
right.
say that would probably be mine.
Now, for your teammates, who's the funniest?
I don't know. That's a hard question. Because the issue is I feel like everybody feeds off of each other. So there's not like one catalyst, if that makes sense. It's like we'll just pick up on something and run with it. Like the other day, the team was icing ball screens. And
Okay.
I don't know why we thought it was so funny, but we just kept yelling like ice every time that we had to like run a ball screen in practice 5-on-0. Again, I'm sure Donnie P just loves when we have those moments, but it's just the little things like that that it's like, oh, I mean, everybody kind of, yeah, I'd say it's like a team effort, probably. I don't know if there's just one like class clown on the team.
Does anybody, one person control the beats?
Tay. Tay, actually. I
Please
would
tell
say
me.
like I don't know if the whole team we have very different styles of taste on the team for music wise, but Tay will be the one to switch the music to her music. So which
Now,
I think music
just to
side.
be clear, Tay doesn't do Taylor Swift, right?
No, no, we're looking old school R&B,
Thank God.
90s.
That
Yeah.
would have been too much.
Yeah. I don't think Tay would ever put on Taylor Swift, if I'm being honest. Not her jam. Olivia would, but not Tay.
Well, that's okay. I'm just saying that when you have someone named Tay that puts on Taylor Swift, it's a little
It would
weird.
be it would be a great storyline, but unfortunately not.
I have a relative named Selena, and when she puts on Selena, it becomes awkward.
Yeah.
Brad, you got a couple of fastball?
Yeah, if there was any superpower in the world, which one would it be and why?
One with teleportation is really the only one that's like sticking in my mind, just because then you have to like drive anywhere. It'd be really cool. You wouldn't have to fly anywhere, just one place to the next.
But then you get like snow days where you want to stay home, but now you can't because you can teleport.
See, but that'd be really nice because you have a snow day. It's really snowy outside. People in Minnesota sometimes aren't the best drivers in the snow.
Hmm.
I could just teleport myself to, I don't know, wherever I'm going, Target maybe, get myself some hot cocoa and teleport home, you know?
Just as a side note for Blake, people from Minnesota are very unique and they're awesome. They really are. It's like the best state in the country.
You gotta come to the state fair if you're gonna do something. That's probably where I feel like our uniqueness shows the most. We're big
Absolutely.
state fair fanatics.
Brad, you got another quick one there?
Yeah, what is your favorite flavor of ice cream?
I do like strawberry.
Score.
Oh no, I lied to you. It'd be like cake batter. But if I'm going somewhere to get ice cream, I technically it's not ice cream. My sister always corrects me on this. It's custard from Culver's. And I get vanilla with hot fudge and Reese's peanut butter cup mixed in. Easy order right there.
Blake, you got a couple fastball ones?
Yeah, if you're watching a movie or something, what's your go-to snack or go-to beverage? Everyone has one.
I have a sweet tooth, so it's probably some sort of candy or like dessert, but I try not to buy it for myself because otherwise it gets really bad. I blame my dad for that one. But I like popcorn. Like skinny pop popcorn's really good. Otherwise, Dots pretzels, but like the Parmesan garlic flavor, it's the green bag. I don't know the exact flavor, but it's the green one.
Garlic, garlic's good on chips and pretzels too.
Mm.
I just take whatever my wife hands me because my life's easier. Blake, you got another?
Yeah, if you're playing in a 2v2, who would you get to pick any player, past or present, who would you pick?
I feel like we need to narrow down our selection here. Um,
I
on
could,
our team, I'm
I,
probably picking Mara or Amaya. But if we're going anybody, probably Tarasi or Bird, just because, or Clark, just because of like the point guard aspect, post point guard
not a
combination.
bad, that's not a bad choice.
Courtney Vandersloot for me. She can
Yeah.
pass the ball around.
I mean, that's a hard question. There's a lot of options that I would not mind on my team. I'll just leave it at that.
Well, I might put Sylvia Fowles on
I
mine
mean,
just for how rough she was.
I can make it two to make it easy for you.
It could
Yeah.
be anybody, Blake. There
I'm
was
just
what was it, the finals or semifinals against I think Minnesota. No, it was Chicago versus Phoenix in 2014. Sylvia was like knocking Brittany Griner's teeth out when she was coming down for rebounds. It was
I
bad.
think I think she had to miss the last game of the year. I think I think she was knocked out cold.
Now, here's the thing, Sophie, with so much attention on women's hoops and especially on the conference, um, what advice would you give a young lady who is looking up to you, up and coming, and wants to kind of find her path in college and doesn't know how to navigate becoming an athlete and balancing that with being a student?
Yeah, I would say give it time with everything. It might be basketball, it might not be, But I mean, I didn't get into like truly loving basketball till I was about an eighth grader. Part of that was I was growing a lot. I mean, most of my growth happened throughout middle school or elementary to middle school. And so I was quite uncoordinated running up and down the basketball court. So it took a little bit of time for me to kind of find my touch around the rim and really fall in love with it. Academic wise, balancing them, take challenging courses in high school. You have a lot of support there. My dad's a high school teacher, so I felt like he set me up well to be successful in college. I took a lot of college in the schools, AP courses. So you're doing kind of that college level work, but again, you have, 30 to 1 teacher and more time to kind of go ask questions versus being in a large lecture hall and kind of having to go seek out that help. So trying to kind of challenge yourself in high school. And then I also feel like sometimes those courses can open up interests for what you might want to do in college.
Absolutely. We'll wrap it up there. So Sophie Hart, University of Minnesota, thank you so much for joining us, and shout out to Olivia. SIDs don't get enough appreciation for setting these
Yes.
sort of things up.
Yes, she is phenomenal. We love Olivia.
Perfect. Thank
Thank
you
you.
again.
Yes.